Alright, welcome to my audition video. It's great. I have my laptop like in front of me and underneath the camera so that I have my list of things that I have to do on here, and then it's got the video up already, so I'm going to have to turn that on when we get to that part. But welcome to my audition video. So let me start with the verbal commands, of course. Band, attend, hut! Band horns up! Mark, time, mark, up! Band, forward march. Band, halt. Band, horns down. Band, parade, rest. So I have conducting. So we have 4 measures in 2. Then we have 4 measures in 3. Four measures in 4, but marcato. And then we have 4 measures in 4, but legato. And then we have the prepared piece, so I have to turn on the video so we can all hear it and I can conduct to it. I'm going to apologize in advance if I don't get the downbeat. I know that it's at the 2-second mark, but it's sort of weird trying to do that. Okay, so that was that. I'm just going to quickly close this tab now. Close this tab now, please. So now I have your questions, which I have up on my screen, so I don't forget what they are. Your first question is why I want to be a drum major. That's a long story. part one of the story is that it sort of seems like just the natural way to progress in the band program. I am sort of already in a leadership position, and it just seems like the way to go. It feels like something that I should at least attempt to try to do. I also really, really like conducting. I have a really terrible habit of hanging out on the school bus on the way home, like furiously conducting to rock songs. It's the craziest thing. Everyone laughs at me, but I really like to do that. And a lot of people really tell me that I am just a natural leader, so I feel like, hey, I like conducting. I like the idea of learning how to conduct better than I do, because I know I do it really bad. So I might as well at least audition and give it a shot, right? So your second question is, what suggestions can I offer to improve the band program? I was thinking about this one, and I'm not really sure how exactly I would say that we could improve the band program as a whole, because I feel like as a whole we do pretty well in general, but I feel like individually and as a whole we could do better at being conscious of ourselves, both as musicians in the program and as people outside of the program. One of the things that Ms. Griffin says a lot is that greatness is in the details, and a lot of our details are not really that on fleek. For example, I noticed that a lot of people have a lot of problems, especially in marching season and stuff, being really snappy with our moves, and that's one of those things that we could be more conscious of as band people, as musicians out here marching on the field. But, you know, a lot of people could also just be more conscious of themselves as people, and I feel like that's something that we could all work on together as a band program, and it would make us better. And, you know, greatness is in the details, so we could work on the details. So your next question is, what do you feel the role of a drum major should include? Being drum major is a leadership position, so of course being a drum major should include acts of leadership. I feel like as a leader at a drum major, being drum major, you should be held to a much higher standard than that of your peers, because that's what a leader is held to. You can't really be expected to do any leading and have people follow you if you are not of a higher standard of some sort, morally, ethically, just on all accounts of conduct and such. Being a leader requires a lot of respect, because you can't give someone respect if they don't respect you. So, you know, as a leader, the drum major is required to be of a higher standard and to be more respectful and to lead. That's what the drum major is for. And of course, you know, the drum major is also a metronome, so that's sort of part of the deal, but as you do. So the next one is, as a leader, what do you feel are your strengths and weaknesses? I have a lot of both, I think. To sum it up, I think that in general, I'm fairly good at dealing with people. I like people. I'm an extrovert. I'm good at handling people. I feel like I'm good at taking criticism and using it and making myself better, and I feel like I'm very good at listening to other people and communicating to a wide range of people. I feel like that's something that I can handle. On the flip side of that, people don't tend to like me, so it's not very easy to get around being around me when you've known me for a really long time, and a lot of the band kids have, because I've been in band for a really long time. So people don't tend to like me, and I am not of the best emotional composition either, so I'm not very good at dealing with not non-constructive criticism, but basically bullying, and I feel like that happens sometimes. Even in the program, it's happened to me before. It happened to Maris last year as the drum major. And I'm not the best at handling that on the spot. I'm not very good at dealing with stress on the spot. I feel like I can handle it. I'm okay at handling it, but I tend to break down afterwards. So I'm not the best at that at all. Your last question, though, is if you make drum major and another student does not and talks badly about you with other band members, how do you handle that? And that sort of ties into my answer to the last question about how I'm not very good at handling like bullying and stuff. I have a habit of just sort of like breaking down on the inside, and that's sort of what I did last year, because I had a situation very similar to this last year, as did Maris as drum major. We both were talking about like people sort of behind our backs with other band members. We won't name names, but both of us, I really liked our responses to that, and I think that I would do it again, is while we were dismissing at the end of a game, actually, after this happened, we just made a quick announcement. Hey, I hear that this happened. I really don't appreciate it. What I said in particular is that while I will accept criticism, which I will, I don't really appreciate just blatant bullying and being talked about behind my back. If you have concerns, please come talk to me, because I would appreciate that much more, and I will fix my problems. Talking behind people's back doesn't help, and I feel like making that sort of announcement is a lot better than especially calling someone out by name or getting upset and running off. I mean, like, I was upset, but you know, I'm sure lots of people would be upset by that, and I kept it private and just made the announcement that, hey, this is wrong. I know who it is, and I'm not going to name names, but please don't do it again. Talk to me. I would much more appreciate that. Anyways, those are my questions. Those are my answers to the questions. I mean, thanks for watching my audition. Good luck to the other 2 people who are auditioning. I don't know if anyone else is doing that, but I would just like to wish them luck while I'm here, because I think that we are all deserving of this role. Goodbye.